Hey guys, episode 67 out the top, October 29th, 2024. Back from our week break. Brought down again in the Rock Life Studios, Monticello, Kentucky. Driver of the Rock Life Off-Road L&W Fab Chassis, co-host Dan Carter. What's up?
Hello.
We took last week off because we're bums and we wanted to, and we took a little trip and had a little mini vacation. But we're back in the swing of things, getting ready for Battle of the Bouncers coming up this weekend. Before we get into that, as always, if you guys are watching this on YouTube especially, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're trying to get 10,000 before the end of the year. We're at 9,100-ish right now. So we should get there pretty easy, but we want to make sure we get that 10,000 mark before the end of the year. Appreciate everybody who listens. If you really appreciate what we do and you like what we do and you want early access to videos, discount codes on merch, and things of that nature, check out the membership levels of the channel as well. We got 2 levels. Pretty good deals there. I have been, if you guys have paid any attention to the channel, trying to get caught up on some old race videos from this year. What I've been doing on that is they go up, they stay up for a week or two for members only. Then we release them to the public. So if you'd like early access to those videos this winter, as we roll those out, members will get them a week, 2 weeks in advance, and then we put them out for everybody else. So make sure and check that out. All right, we're going to get right into it. Battle of the Bouncers coming up this weekend. Windrock Park, Oliver Springs, Tennessee. Always pulls a great crowd, always has great racing. I am looking forward to it. We've never, in this series, since I've been around anyways, we've never opened and closed at the same place.
Yeah.
And although this isn't a points race, it's still a National Rock Racing Association event. So I'm going to consider it an open and close at the same park. I like going back to Windrock a second time. You know, for years, we done 2 events there a year, one with Pro Rock and one with NRRA. Always had great crowds at both. No reason to suspect otherwise. I'm excited. So we run over the schedule for that real quick, and then we've got the entry list. We're going to go over that. Friday, pit party, 7 p.m. at the pavilion in the event area. For those of you who are coming to the event, don't know what I'm talking about, usually as you walk up to where we race, there's a big pavilion. Usually I, myself, and some food vendors kind of have it hid. But it is right there in vendor row. We're going to have food. They're making all kinds of food, and as far as I know, it is open to anybody who wants to come up and hang out with us.
Right.
All kinds of food. We're going to have some music playing. Might do some giveaways there at the Rock Life booth. Clyde talked about maybe giving some shirts away or doing something of that nature. We're going to do some giveaways. Maybe doing a live show from the pit party if we can get enough people there. If there's people there that want to see a show, then we'll do a show there from the pit party Friday night. That's going to be a good time. Come out, see the buggies, meet drivers. You know, this is not just for our people. This is for our fans and anybody who wants to come in and hang out and be in a little bit more laid back situation than, say, you normally would at a race or down in the pits. Just come hang out with us, guys. It'll be a good time. Saturday, racing at 9:45. As far as I know, 2 runs based on points, just like the normal. I was kind of wondering if he was going to do like a combined time thing since, you know, kind of out of the ordinary, do something a little different.
Right.
But I did get confirmation that it was going to be just the standard 2 runs based on points scoring system. Um, there was talk of doing a third run. It is not completely ruled out yet.
Yeah.
So if that is something that interests you guys, if you guys want to take, say, maybe the top 5 and race it out for the money there at the end, that is something you all might want to discuss, you drivers, that you might want to discuss Friday night at the pit party with our fearless leader. So there was talk of that. May do it, may not do it. Don't know. Drawing for your starting positions will be done at the event. Don't know when. Don't know if it's Friday or Saturday morning, but we're not going to draw until we get there. So those of you who are looking for the pre-show this week that we normally have on the Sunday leading into an event, that's why you did not have one. So consider this your warning or informational episode, I guess. I don't know. Okay. So that's pretty much that. All right. Now I have the entire entry list as of 10 minutes ago in front of me. We're going to run down that and maybe talk about some of our favorites, or if there's some names on here we're not familiar with, we'll dive into that. We do have a few names that I'm not going to say are unfamiliar, but maybe don't race a ton with us.
Right.
That are on here, so that's good. We'll start with our UTV class. I'll run down it real quick, and then we'll talk about a few of those, maybe some of the favorites or whatever. Brian Smith, Clay and Cody Kaysen, Cooper Bentley, Dan Carter, Dylan Dowler, DC Thompson, Ethan Hunt, Mark Carpenter, Nathaniel Bell, Ryan Edwards, and Dustin Medley, maybe. So that's our UTV class as of right now. Take yourself out of the equation, because every time we pick you, it's bad. It never ends good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Never ends good. Who's your favorite, Dan? Who do you think would? I mean, this is a smaller field. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 registered right now. Out of those 12, give me your top 3. Who do you think is going to be the favorite?
I'm gonna say definitely the Caissons.
Clay is currently putting a motor in his still.
Oh yeah, he'll have it back together.
Yeah, he just posted a picture right before we started recording of a chassis with no engine in it.
Yeah, I know he's probably squirming to get that thing ready.
Well, technically we don't race till Saturday. He's got a few days, but he's going to have to get that thing put back together. Who else you got? Of course, those two boys are going to be quick. I don't know, and this may be my ignorance. I don't know the Dustin Medley name. Don't know that very well. I know Ethan's run with us some. I'm curious to see what Nathaniel does in. Okay, from my understanding, this course is going to be more like a cup race style course.
Right. And all those guys you mentioned, every one of them is fast. And with a little bit more extra on the line, we're probably going to see some of those guys going all or nothing.
No point. No season points to worry about. Not a race next weekend.
Right.
So letting it all hang out. But I'm curious to see how Nathaniel does in that type of race.
Right.
He done great in the bounty races all year, but I mean, let's be honest. Bounty series, the hill's the hard part.
Right.
The hill's the hard part. The rest of it, you could run around low gear.
Yeah.
You get up the hill, you've done. You get up the hill on both runs, you're on the podium.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like you said, it's a big field. A lot of those guys are fast. I'm gonna say, wouldn't wouldn't go against seeing Cooper on the podium, or at least top five. Probably Brian Smith, top five, or on the podium. He's pretty fast.
Oh,
You can't count out the Casons.
Casons will be quick. I mean, they always are. Um,
Dylan Dowler, man, he's. I don't know. He was talking about adding a little bit more power to his buggy. I don't know if he's done that yet or if he's going to wait till next year, but he's going to be a good contender.
I, it's going to be. I mean, it's going to be tough
Yeah,
to.
and I think Dowler does good at Windrock. I think that didn't he get uh he got top three in Cup at
It
Windrock
it
last year or this earlier
it's
in the year.
it seems like that course suits him well. It's nothing crazy, really. It's kind of tight, and it seems like the woods style courses he does well on. Um, but listen, we've not run Windrock in how many years, and it's been dry. And
Right,
I'm not trying to put no bad juju on us, and I'll probably talk in some rain, but right now it looks good. This may be the first time we've run Windrock in the dry in quite some time.
yeah, nobody's going to know how to act.
No, the last couple of years we'd have been better off with farmers on the daggone thing,
Right,
playing in the mud holes. So this is going to be fun. It's going to be a good weekend. I'd like to see. I mean, obviously, I'd like to see us have a good run. I think Dylan will be tough. I think Cody will be tough. Um, Cody's just been on such a tear this year, in especially in that stock class. And he could still win. Up against all these guys in that full body. He is just a driving machine.
right.
I tell you, I would like to see Mark Carpenter have a good run.
Yeah.
It seems like he's had some bad luck throughout the year. I'd like to see him have a good run to end the season off, to go into
Oh
winter.
yeah.
Go into winter with your head held high. That'd be good.
Oh yeah, for
We'll move
sure.
over to the bouncer class. We'll run down that. This is a lot of our normal crowd. We've got Brandon Davis in Menace, Chris Grigg on the old on the top buggy, Connor Flynn, Cooper Bentley, Daniel Heckley in Hellbent, DC Thompson, Dustin Carter, Ethan Hunt, Jay Stortz, Jeremiah Strauss, Josh Parrish, Matt Holt, Mark Carpenter, Fordzilla himself, Nick Reich, Randall Key, and Tim Bacon. Little Tim. So that's, one name I didn't mention in either class so far has been Tim Cameron. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up in a UTV, which we all know 100 shots is moved on now. And I kind of assumed that we might see that one with the new owner this week, but I don't see their name on the list. That kind of surprised me. I figured this would be a good test run
Right.
for them in this machine, but so I mean, I tell you, somebody who's coming on out of that field that I think is going to be tough, has already been tough. It has won a bounty race not long ago somewhere. Connor Flynn, local boy to
Yeah.
me. He gets some more seat time in that machine, and they continue getting some kinks and things worked out of it. That kid's going to be tough. He's going to be fast. This may be a breakout race for him in this style. I'd like to see DC Thompson have a good run.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if I had to pick one out of this crowd, and I think we could see Tim Bacon.
Yes.
I think it's very possible that he wins this event. Outside of that, I think you're looking at I mean, just the obvious. I think it's down to Daniel Heckley, Cooper Bentley. Um, I really would like to see Brandon Davis have a good run.
Yeah. Yeah. Brandon definitely needs a good run.
He needs a good run to end the season off. Um, but there's some stout names in this, so it's going to be it'll be a full field, and it does pay all the way to fifth place. So we're talking top three, but the top five is getting some money out of this deal. So maybe we'll get a few more entries along the way. We've still got, what is that, 16 on the list. We've got a few more days to go.
Right.
So if you're not registered and you want to race, it's not too late.
And the entry fees aren't, too bad. And especially for the payout, top five.
A top five, and it's a decent top five.
Yeah.
I'm all for these $10,000 to win bounty races and whatnot, but this, we talked about this, and I may have mentioned it on the show. Me and Clyde had talked about. He was like, "What do you think about paying back three places or five places?" And I was like, "Dude, pay back five.
Yeah.
Spread it out. Let the guys who don't win, let them earn a little money.
Right.
For second and third. The winner doesn't always need all that cash. The way you retain people is make sure everybody is taken care of. So,
right.
Even when we go dirt race, everybody got tow money. If you made the feature, everybody got tow money to go home on, and so the farther back we can make that run, I think the better off we are. I can do without the big flashy number.
Yeah, and I think too that if we do run a third hill with the top five, then all those guys are guaranteed something. You might see a little better racing on hill three.
Well, that's kind of my thought. I hope it's not too late. I hope we can still talk him into that because it is a top five payout in each class. And just like you said, if we can get the money drivers back up for the money lap. Oh, dude, it could be good.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I'm excited, man. I think this is going to be kind of an old school beatdown. I hope that they make something new and maybe use a new portion of that race course.
Right.
I would like to see something new back there, a new challenge maybe that nobody's hit yet.
Yeah.
We'll see. No
and then
idea.
just a good fast course, good fast paced course.
And yeah, and I would like to, do your first run, for bouncers anyways. Do your first run, do a good fast pass that everybody can finish.
Right.
But I mean, it is rock bouncers. It needs to be a little challenging, but make sure everybody has a real good opportunity to finish the first run, and then make that last run of the day just beat the snot out of them.
Yeah.
Now UTVs, we got a little skin in the game in that, so it's easy now. Easy.
Yeah. Yeah. For the bouncers, I want I don't remember what year it was, but I know you've seen the video. I want to see some Bobby Tanner style beatdown on Cable Hill when he was fighting it out with Timmy Cameron, rolling over, still to the throttle, back on the wheels, and then climbing the hill. That's what kind of bouncer beatdowns we want to see this weekend.
I think there's some opportunity for that on the side of our race area where the ledge is at the bottom.
Right.
Depending on how some of that has weathered from the spring till now, that could get interesting over on that side. And if they'd get up there with an excavator and do a little scratchy scratch here and there, it could get real rowdy real quick.
That's right.
But I have no idea. All I know is they're going down. Clyde and the team are going down this is Tuesday, going down on Wednesday to cut some more trees to open it up a little bit more. So it should be a good time. Should be a good event. I'm super excited to get back out and do one last race. We've been doing a little testing on the buggy, doing some clutch work, a few little knick-knacky things, playing with the suspension some. So I think you got it, man. You got to go show them Casing boys what's up.
We're gonna put that foot pedal on a switch.
Hell yeah.
It's just gonna be on and off.
I put the little nitrous bottle behind the seat there. I hope you know when to hit it. Uh, yeah, it ought to be a good time. So if you guys were kind of on the fence about coming, guys, come out to the pit party Friday, 7 p.m. Racing on Saturday. It's probably going to start about 9:45. Now, also listen, there will be no official live feed for this event. So if you think you're going to
Right.
sit on the couch and watch, you're not. It's not going to happen. There will be a few people maybe live streaming from their phones, but there is not going to be a production crew there that puts out the normal, all the resources, extra resources that the series has had for that kind of stuff is going towards our show on SS1. So they are not spending the money to bring production to this event. Instead, they're taking that those valuable resources and putting that into getting some more episodes of the show for SS1 produced. So if you want to see this race, you've either got to be there or make sure to check out the videos from Out the Top, Mad Ram, Busted Knuckle, all the normal places, on Sunday or Monday. A lot of those guys will have that stuff out. So, but if you can come out to the park this weekend, guys, it's going to be a good time. We will have we'll be back next week for a post show to let you know how it went. And then also, we do have on schedule our next episode of Business of Rock Bouncing. That's coming up. So be on the lookout for that here in the coming weeks. Got a few more shows left before we call it the end of season 2, so hang out with us. Guys, once again, we appreciate everybody. Dan, if you ain't got nothing else, we'll just see everybody at Windrock Park on Friday.
See you this weekend.
All right, guys. Peace out. Windrock, Friday, 7 p.m., Saturday, 9:45. Be there.